So guys, this is the F2 Pro from POCO. It's the latest in the POCO line, the latest model. Came out in May 2020 and finally it's here. Took a little bit to get here, but I have it now. This is a top spec phone. It's a flagship phone for half of the price of a flagship phone. So the F2 Pro, in this case, it has the Snapdragon 865 processor. The GPU is the Adreno 650, which should give you perfect gaming. You get a 4,700 milliamp hour battery with 30 watt fast charging. You do not have wireless charging. The colors available are the Cyber Gray, you have the Neon Blue, and the Phantom White. I went with the Cyber Gray. This particular model comes with 6 gigs of RAM, 128 of internal storage. You get dual SIM support, so no expandable memory. Make sure you get the one with the memory that you need. The weight is around 219 grams. Out of the box, you get Android 10 and you get MIUI 11 out of the box. The camera setup is a quad camera setup. It's something you see more on mobile phones. The box is the conventional black and yellow box that you see. Black box, yellow lettering that we see in the POCO line, like we saw in the F1, for example. You can also see that this is the 5G enabled device. It's my first one with 5G. It feels heavy in the hand, the box. It has a 6.67 inch display. There's no interruption. It's a full screen display, no hole punch, no droplet, nothing. There's no interruption whatsoever. So the selfie camera of this device is actually a pop-up camera. And I saw some images, some videos of that. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, don't be worried about dropping this because it does have a sensor, a drop sensor. If you drop the phone, the camera will pop back down. It's pretty cool. Now, keep in mind that I purchased this device with my own money. I did not get this device from any company. This is purchased with my own money. So this will be a totally unbiased opinion. Yeah, so let's check this out. Let's open this and see what's inside. So let's get inside the box. So I repeat, this smartphone was purchased with my own money. They did not send me this phone, okay? So here on the top, you can see you have this little box. We'll see that in a minute. Then you have the phone. Heavy, we'll see that also in a minute. And you get this little cover here. Then in the box, you get the fast charger. I believe it's a 30 watt one. Let me see if I can get this out. So you can see here the 30 watt charger, and you can also see the specs upside down, sorry. So a pretty heavy brick, pretty bulky, but you can see this thing really delivers some power to the device. And then you have the charging cable, which is, I guess around a meter long. Yeah, it's about a meter long. It has this cool little accent, this little orange accent. Red, really nice. And this just plugs in here. And yeah, pretty nice. So you can see here on the front of the wrapping, Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 with 5G. I already told you about that. Liquid Cool Technology 2.0. What I saw is on the breakdown of the device is that the cooling panel is much bigger. So the area where it's cooling, it's like right under the screen. So it should be pretty awesome in terms of cooling technology. Just gonna remove the ID tag. And you can see here, so beautiful phone, it looks amazing. And you can see it's a matte finish. It has a matte finish. I'm happy with that because I did not want a glossy finish. And it looks really, really nice. It's very reminiscent to what you see on the OnePlus and kind of like what you see on the 11 Pro, the iPhone 11 Pro. It's that matte finish, although the 11 Pro, I think it's more of a matte finish. It's more matted out. But it looks really nice, and you have this curved panel. This is Gorilla Glass front and back, and this whole chassis, the middle chassis, it has a kind of a shiny chrome finish. I don't know if you can see that, a grayish kind of finish, and it's all metal. So this thing looks really, really nice. You can see all around, it's premium build, no doubt whatsoever that this is a premium built phone. It does not feel cheap. And you can also see the quad camera setup. You can see the 64 megapixel f1.9 wide angle lens, the 5 megapixel f2.2 telephoto macro lens, and the 13 megapixel f2.4 ultra wide angle lens, and finishing off with the 2 megapixel f2.4 depth lens. So that's used for the bokeh effect, that blurred background. You can see the little ring around the cameras looks pretty nice. I thought I wasn't, not gonna like that very much. And also the camera design, I was kind of worried I wouldn't like it either, but it looks really, really nice. Now, one thing that you won't have to worry about is with the screen protector, because it comes pre-applied. I'm not sure you can actually see it in the video. It's not a tempered glass screen protector, just a normal one, but it's nice to know that it has that. You don't have to worry about that. And then in terms of the buttons and ports, we have on the top section of the phone, we have the pop-up camera, which I've already mentioned. You have one of the microphones. You have a really cool feature, which is the IR blaster and the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which is super, super welcome. Awesome to have that. You can also see that there's two antennas here on the top. And then on the left side, it's completely flush. We have nothing on the left side of the phone. On the bottom section of the phone, we have the USB-C port, we have a microphone, we have the SIM card tray, which is a dual SIM card tray. It does not support any memory cards, like I already mentioned before. Then you have the bottom firing speaker, so there's no stereo speaker setup here. You just have one bottom firing speaker. But from what I've heard, it's a pretty good speaker. We're going to test that out later on. Then on the right side of the device, you can see the power button, which has that cool red accent, and you have the volume rocker, as well as two antennas that we can see there on the top and bottom. We also have one antenna right here on the left side. Now let's take a closer look to the case. So this is very nice. It's very rigid. At the same time, since it's transparent, you can see your phone, which is pretty nice. Now you can see, just as it's claimed here on the box, with easy access to the Google apps you use the most. No issue like you have with Huawei phones. And I'm actually setting up Google, so I'm going to finish this and then I'll continue the video. Okay, so I set up the pattern, the unlock pattern. Now I'm going to set up my fingerprint. The haptic feedback on this phone is pretty intense. You can really feel it. But it's nice. Contrary to what people have been saying, that it doesn't feel smooth or nice. I don't mind. It's kind of powerful though. I don't know if you can actually set how much feedback you want on the haptic vibration, but it feels nice. So now see, it's done. Let's go forward. Now you can choose a theme. I'm gonna choose this one, and it's set up. Go forward. So you can see MIUI 11 out of the box. And I'm going to show you the boot time. I've installed all my, basic apps. I'm going to install more, but just for you guys to have an idea of the boot time of this. 3, 2, 1, go. So as soon as the logo appears, I've released the button. And it's ready to go. Let me just put in the PIN code. And you can see how amazing the screen looks. So like I said, it's an AMOLED panel. It's a full HD panel. You have an in-screen fingerprint sensor. Really nice color. Awesome. 500 nits of brightness is what is claimed by the brand. And you can see that you also have something really cool, which is the always-on display that we see like on Samsung phones. And that's one of the advantages of the AMOLED panels, that you can have the always-on display. And it's also completely customizable. You can change it around. You have different faces that you can put. Really nice. So to unlock the phone, it's really simple and really fast. You have the inner screen fingerprint sensor, which is, it works really well. And I'm going to show you how quick this is. See? So it's super fast. And you don't even have to unlock it here. You just put your finger here and it's done. See, super fast. And then the other method that we have, which is also pretty practical, but not as safe because it doesn't have a high level of security, like you see on the iPhone, for example, is the face unlock. So if I just swipe up, you can see how fast it read my face and I'm behind the camera. So you can see how fast that is. So if I just do this, so it's instantaneous. The camera goes up and down, and it's a really cool feature. I'll do it again. Super fast. So, you know, there's basically three methods. You have the pattern, you have the in-screen fingerprint sensor, you have the camera, you know, lots of options. The safest one is obviously the fingerprint sensor. Now let's check out the screen brightness, see if it's at the max. So it's like 75%. We're going to put it all the way up to the max, and still updating here. And you can see how bright this is. Very nice. So they claim it's like 500 nits, but you know, it's more than sufficient. We'll have to check this out in, you know, in broad daylight, in sunlight, see if we can really see it. And in terms of viewing angles, pretty good as well. You can see. Very nice. And I like this phone, it's nice. So just see the drop-down menu again. So you have mobile data, you have the wireless settings, flashlight, you have the mute button, screenshot, Bluetooth, auto brightness, airplane mode, lock screen, location, rotation off, reading mode, dark mode. We have dark mode. I like dark mode, is cool. I definitely like dark mode. Very nice. And you know, it feels fluid. This is not a like 90 hertz panel or 120 hertz panel. It's a 60 hertz panel. That's one of the downsides of this device. If you really pay attention to that, if it's something that, you know, that bothers you. But besides that, it feels pretty snappy. I like it. Now let's check out the camera really quickly. Let's allow access. Yeah, let's put deny for now. Let's go into photo. Take a quick shot and see what that looks like. Yeah, lots of detail here, guys. Wow. Yep. You do have a little watermark there that you can remove, I believe, in the settings. Really nice. You can see even the rotation's pretty snappy. Pretty nice. So let's check out the 64 megapixel shot really quickly. So let's open this and see if we can see like a lot of, oh my God, you can see the details everywhere. Look at the definition on this. Oh, that's amazing. This is pretty awesome. I'm surprised with this. I'm definitely surprised with this. Check out portrait mode. Let's bring this forward. See if we can get some bokeh here. Let's try this like this. Maybe a little bit over that way. And see if we can get some bokeh. Should be farther away from the background, but just to check it out. And you can see the bokeh is pretty awesome. Now check that out. I will do a video, like an in-depth video of the cameras, you know, testing the cameras. This is just a quick look at the camera setup. And then we have, let me see if we can find, so you have slow motion, you have this option, which is short video, you have video, which we already saw, you have photo mode, the 64 megapixel mode, you have portrait mode, you have night shot. We're gonna have to test that as well in the in-depth review of the cameras. You have panorama, just like on other phones, and then you have pro mode, which has white balance, shutter, ISO, EV compensation, the lens. You can pick which lens you want. It gives you this funny beep. Now, a cool feature is the selfie cam. So watch this, guys. I'm gonna press this little button, watch. I'll do it again. So you get that little blue light effect, which looks pretty awesome, man. This is cool. Look at that. Really nice. And I believe you can also go into the settings and change the sounds and effects that you want. So go into pop-up camera. Oh yeah, you can change the color scheme if you want to. And the sound. And you can also change the color of the pop-up. See, it actually gives you a little demo. So let's try blue, green, red, this light blue. This is super awesome, guys. I'm pretty amazed with this. Now, some people might think it looks a little bit stupid. And you actually got a warning here. You're opening the front camera too frequently. So that's cool. If you keep playing around with it, it'll actually block it. And you can also turn off the sound effects if you don't like that, and also the visual effect, the lights, you can turn that off if you want to. I kind of like it. So you do have image stabilization, but it's I think it's digital, it's not optical. So in terms of macro, you can see how close you can get in the detail. For this price point of a camera, it's amazing. Really, really nice. Really nice. You have slow-mo. Let's try the slow-mo really quick. Check it out. That's pretty cool. Like I said, guys, I'm going to do an in-depth review of the phone, spec-wise, gaming, and cameras and whatnot. But for now, this is just the unboxing, just for you guys to get an idea. So you can see as soon as I press the steady video, it crops in quite a bit. So that's obvious. It's obvious that it's cropping out because it's doing digital stabilization. So you can see the crop here is pretty significant, but really, really welcome. But that's something we'll have to test as well in another video. So here you can have an idea of the gaming, which is awesome. It works flawlessly, no issue whatsoever. Feels fluid, nothing to say. Colors pop out. You have really popping colors. Amazing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, like I said, gaming experience, nothing to say. Perfect. And this screen is amazing. In terms of sound quality, as I said, you only have a down-firing speaker, but we're going to test it out, see how it sounds. Okay, so let's start here. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't want to waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, highways. So if you cover the speaker, you lose sound. Let's say you're playing like this and you cover the speaker. But besides that, the sound quality is amazing for just a bottom firing speaker. Really, really nice sound quality for this price point. Awesome as well. And you know, like I said, the design is really, really nice. Definitely beautiful phone. This matte finish, the chrome, this kind of chromed bezel here around the phone, it looks really nice. This is, you know, a really nice phone for what you pay, so I definitely recommend this phone. If you want to pick it up, the links will be in the description, and I would like to thank you for watching the video, guys. If you want to see more reviews on this device, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Try and do some more tests, some benchmarks, and some more gaming tests so you can see this in more detail, and also do some more photos. I might do a little camera review of this more in detail so you can check this out. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you like the video, leave your comments, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get all the latest videos that I post. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.